Princess Lily and Alex felt a deep sense of peace after the great challenge of unity. The city had changed, and so had the hearts of many people. It was easy to see that Lily was no longer the quiet, lonely princess hiding in the palace garden. She was now a leader who inspired others, and Alex was seen as a friend to everyone, not just an outsider from Earth. Still, both of them knew there were new responsibilities to carry, and their work was not finished. After the celebration, Lily and Alex traveled to villages and towns far from the palace. They wanted to meet more people and see if anyone still felt alone or left out. Everywhere they went, children ran to meet them, and families gathered to listen to their stories. Lily loved meeting people, learning about their lives, and helping with any problems they faced. Alex taught simple skills to help the villagers, how to build small gardens, fix broken roofs, or make toys from things found in nature. One day, in a quiet village near the mountains, Lily met an old woman named Mela. Mela told Lily that her granddaughter was born much smaller than the other children and often cried because she could not join the games. Lily sat with the little girl and shared her own story, telling her that being small could be special and that kindness was the most important thing. The girl smiled and hugged Lily, who promised to visit again. Alex watched Lily carefully and saw how much she was growing. He was proud of her, and sometimes he felt surprised at how much their lives had changed. He remembered the lonely girl he met in the palace garden and was happy to see her shining brightly now. Alex also felt at home. The people of the planet had become his friends, and he had learned their language and customs. He knew he would always be a little different, but he no longer felt like a stranger. Lily and Alex returned to the palace with many new ideas. They started special classes for children of all sizes, teaching them about courage and respect. The king and queen supported them, and soon every school in the kingdom was welcoming to everyone, no matter their differences. Even the old advisors, who once doubted Lily, began to help, seeing that her way was good for everyone. As months passed, the bond between Lily and Alex grew stronger. They spent their evenings walking in the garden, talking about their dreams for the future. Lily spoke about making peace between all the worlds in the galaxy. She wanted everyone to feel safe, loved, and accepted. Alex shared his ideas, too, about helping other humans understand the beauty of alien worlds and learning from them. During one of these quiet evenings, the queen joined them in the garden. She told Lily how proud she was and how much the world had changed because of her kindness and Alex's bravery. The queen said, "You have both given our people hope. Your friendship shows everyone what can happen when we care for each other." Lily hugged her mother, feeling a deep sense of love. Not every day was easy. Some visitors from other planets still doubted that a human could truly belong. One group of alien guests arrived, questioning the changes in the kingdom. They said that tradition should be kept and warned that accepting too many new ideas would bring trouble. Lily met with them, speaking calmly about the happiness and peace that kindness had brought to her people. She showed them the new gardens, the busy schools, and the laughter in the city. Slowly, the visitors began to understand. Lily and Alex also started a festival to celebrate the differences of all people. The festival was held in the city square with music, games, and food from every world in the galaxy. People dressed in their traditional clothes and shared stories from their homes. At the center of the festival, Lily gave a short speech. She said, "Our world is better because we learn from each other. Let us keep working together so that no one is ever left behind." The crowd cheered, and Alex saw many people smiling and hugging, feeling closer than ever before. One night after the festival, Lily and Alex sat together, watching the stars. Lily looked at Alex and said, "I never imagined life could be this happy. I used to wish I was different, but now I am glad I am me." Alex smiled and replied, "You taught me that real strength comes from the heart. I am glad I came here and met you." They sat in silence, feeling a deep sense of peace and belonging. Word of Lily and Alex's friendship spread across the galaxy. More visitors came from faraway planets, hoping to learn how to make their worlds more accepting. Lily welcomed them with open arms, telling them, "It all starts with kindness." Alex helped to show the visitors around, introducing them to children, teachers, and families who had found happiness in being themselves. The king and queen decided to host a grand gathering for leaders from many worlds. They wanted everyone to see the good changes in their kingdom. Lily was asked to lead the event. She was nervous, but Alex stayed by her side, reminding her how far they had come. On the day of the gathering, Lily spoke from her heart, saying, "We are all different, but we all want to belong. Let us be brave together and help each other." Many leaders thanked Lily and Alex, promising to start new programs in their own worlds. Some offered gifts and invited Lily to visit their planets. The palace was filled with joy and music as everyone celebrated the hope that had come from one tiny princess and her human friend. Late that night, when the guests had gone and the city was quiet, Lily and Alex returned to their garden. The flowers glowed softly in the moonlight. Lily turned to Alex and whispered, "Thank you for choosing me." Alex squeezed her hand and said, "Thank you for being my friend." They watched the stars in silence, knowing that their story had changed not just their world, but many others too. As the days passed, Lily continued to lead with kindness, and Alex worked beside her, always reminding her that even small changes could make a big difference. They promised each other that, no matter what happened, they would always stand together just as they had from the very beginning. After the big storm, the palace and the city slowly returned to peace. Princess Lily became even more popular among the people. She was not just seen as the tiny princess anymore. She was now someone who understood pain and loneliness, but who also brought hope and real change. Every morning, she woke up early to check on her garden and to walk through the city with Alex. Together, they greeted the people, listened to their worries, and helped fix small problems wherever they could. Alex noticed that Lily's confidence was growing every day. She spoke with more strength, her eyes brighter with purpose. Alex encouraged her to keep sharing her ideas. When people saw the princess and the human working side by side, they realized that true friendship could cross every different size, planet, or language. More families started accepting those who were different. Children were taught about kindness and respect in schools, and many even tried to make new friends with people they once ignored. The king and queen were very proud of Lily and Alex. One evening, they invited them to a private dinner. The king spoke gently to Lily, saying, "You have done more for our people than we ever dreamed. You have shown everyone that courage comes from the heart, not from size or power." The queen added, "And Alex, you have shown us all what it means to stand by someone no matter what. Our world is changing for the better because of you both." Lily blushed with happiness, and Alex smiled, feeling grateful. They both knew there was still much work to do, but they also felt hope that things could keep improving. They began planning more ways to make life better, like building new parks for small children, creating classes where aliens and humans learn together, and setting up a group to listen to the problems of anyone who felt alone. However, not everyone wanted these changes. Viron and a few of the old advisors were still angry. They thought the princess and the human were making the world too different, and they worried that traditions would be lost. One night, Viron gathered a small group in a dark room in the palace. "We must do something," he whispered. "If Lily and Alex keep going, soon there will be no place for us." The others nodded. They planned to find a way to embarrass Alex, hoping to make him leave and to make Lily doubt herself again. Soon, the palace announced a celebration to honor all the new changes. Lily was asked to give a speech in the Grand Hall. Everyone in the city and leaders from other worlds were invited. Alex stood by her side, helping her prepare. He told her, "Just speak from your heart. The people believe in you." Lily was nervous but determined. She wanted everyone to see that being different could be a reason for joy, not shame. The night of the celebration arrived. The hall was full, lights glittered, and music played softly. Lily stepped onto the stage, feeling a bit nervous as ever. I turned to her. She took a deep breath and began, "When I was small, I thought I could not help anyone. But now I know even the smallest voice can change the world. I have learned that kindness and courage are more important than anything else." She spoke about her friendship with Alex and about all the good changes happening in the city. She thanked the people for believing in her and asked them to keep working together for a kinder world. The crowd listened quietly, many with tears in their eyes. When Lily finished, they stood up and clapped for a long time. Even some who once doubted her were moved by her words. But as the applause faded, Viron stood up and called for everyone's attention. "Before we continue the celebration, I have a challenge for Alex," he announced. The crowd went silent. Viron said, "If you truly care for our princess and our world, you will take part in the great challenge of unity, a contest only the bravest have faced. If you fail, you must return to your own world." The king and queen were worried, but Alex nodded bravely. "I accept," he said. He looked at Lily, who squeezed his hand, whispering, "I believe in you." The great challenge of unity was a set of 3 tasks. The first was to find a rare flower that only bloomed at night, hidden deep in the forest. The second was to answer a riddle given by the oldest and wisest elder in the city. The last was to cross a river by building a simple bridge using only natural materials found nearby. Alex set off into the forest as soon as the moon rose. It was dark and quiet, but he remembered the stories Lily told him about the flower. He followed the path, listening for the gentle sound of water, just as Lily said he should. After searching for hours, he found the small glowing flower hidden beside a stream. He picked it gently and hurried back to the palace, where the crowd cheered. Next, Alex went to the elder for the riddle. The elder looked at Alex and asked, "What is the thing that can never be seen, but always felt?" Alex thought carefully. He remembered his time with Lily and how she always made him feel welcome, even when others did not. He answered, "It is kindness. You cannot see it, but you always know when it is there." The elder smiled, nodding, and told Alex he had answered correctly. For the last challenge, Alex walked to the river. He found strong branches and vines, remembering the things he learned from helping Lily in her garden. Slowly and carefully, he built a simple bridge. It was not perfect, but it was strong enough for him to cross. The people watching cheered as Alex reached the other side, waving to Lily, who stood waiting with happy tears in her eyes. The judges declared that Alex had completed the great challenge of unity. Voron and his group were forced to admit that Alex truly belonged among them. The crowd celebrated loudly, welcoming Alex as one of their own. Lily hugged Alex tightly, thanking him for believing in her and in their world. After the celebration, life in the city was even happier than before. Lily and Alex worked together to help more people. They set up new groups to protect the weak, taught children about bravery, and made sure no one was ever left out. Many aliens and humans from other worlds came to visit, hoping to learn about their story and bring the same kindness to their own homes. Lily often remembered the days when she felt alone and rejected. Now, she saw hope everywhere she looked. She knew there would still be hard times, but with Alex by her side and the support of her people, she believed they could face any challenge. The tiny princess had found her place in the world, and her story was just beginning. When the trials of understanding were over, the judges gathered at the front of the hall to share their decision. Everyone in the palace waited in silence. Lily stood close to Alex, her small hand wrapped around his finger. She hoped with all her heart that the judges would see what she already knew, that Alex was brave and good. The chief judge, an old and wise alien named Orlo, stood and spoke clearly. He said that Alex had shown clever thinking, respect for their ways, and great courage. Orlo said the tests were not just about being strong or smart, but about learning to help others and not give up. The crowd listened quietly as Orlo said, "Alex has proved that he belongs here. You may be different, but he has shown us the meaning of acceptance. For a moment, the room was silent. Then slowly people began to clap. The applause grew louder and louder, echoing through the halls. Some of the nobles who once doubted Alex now nodded in respect. The king and queen smiled with relief. Lily was so happy she wanted to cry. She hugged Alex tightly, and he lifted her up, spinning her around gently. For the first time, she felt truly proud of herself and her new friend. After the trials, there was a great feast in the palace. Dishes from all over the galaxy were served, and the halls were filled with laughter and music. Lily sat beside Alex, who tried every new food with a smile, even when the flavors were strange. He made jokes and told funny stories about Earth, making everyone laugh, even the most serious nobles. Later that night, Lily and Alex walked in the palace garden under the light of 2 moons. The garden was quiet, except for the sound of night, creatures and the gentle rustling of the flowers. Lily looked up at Alex and said, "You did so much for me. I never thought anyone would come this far just to be my friend." Alex knelt so he could see Lily eye to eye. He replied, "You showed me how to be brave, Lily. You gave me hope, too. You helped me remember that being different can be a strength, not something to hide." They sat together for a long time, talking about their dreams. Lily spoke about helping other children who felt left out, and Alex promised to help her. They talked about building a school in the palace where everyone, big or small, alien or human, could learn together. The idea made them both excited for the future. As the days passed, Lily became more involved in palace life. She started speaking at meetings, sharing her ideas for making their world better. With Alex's support, she suggested new changes for the city, like adding smaller benches and making public places friendlier to people of all sizes. Her ideas were welcomed by many, and more people began to listen to her. Alex worked with the palace staff, helping to design new garden spaces for the young and old. He taught the children about Earth, sharing stories about rainbows and animals. The children loved hearing about Earth's blue skies and green forests. They started to draw pictures of their dreams, filling the palace with new hope. One day, Lily was invited to speak at the Great Hall in front of all the leaders from nearby planets. It was the biggest moment of her life. She was nervous, but Alex stood by her side, squeezing her hand for courage. When she began to speak, her voice was soft at first, but it grew stronger with every word. She told them that being different was not a weakness. She said, "We are all important, no matter our size or where we come from." Her words touched many hearts. Several leaders thanked Lily for her bravery, saying they would work to make their own worlds more welcoming. Some even asked to visit her garden and learn more about her ideas. Lily was proud, and the king and queen felt hope for the future of their people. However, not everyone accepted the changes. Viron and a few other advisors still thought humans and aliens were too different to truly understand each other. They met in secret, plotting new ways to test Alex and Lily. But each time they tried to set traps, Alex and Lily faced the challenge together, always finding a way to help others and stay true to their values. One evening, Lily and Alex walked through the city streets to see how the changes were helping others. They saw small children playing on the new benches and families sharing food together. People waved and smiled at Lily, calling her name and thanking her for her kindness. Alex was proud to see how much Lily had grown. A few days later, a big storm hit the city. Strong winds damaged some of the new gardens and small buildings. Many families were frightened, and some lost their homes. Lily was quick to act. She organized helpers to fix the broken houses and care for the scared children. Alex helped too, showing people how to build shelters that would protect them from future storms. As they worked, Lily noticed a small alien boy crying in the corner. She sat beside him and asked what was wrong. He said he felt useless because he was too small to help. Lily told him, "I used to feel the same way. But you can always help, no matter how small you are. Even the smallest kindness can make a big difference." The boy smiled and joined the other helpers, carrying water and food to those in need. Lily saw how her own story was helping others. Find courage. The king and queen watched with pride as their daughter and Alex worked together, showing everyone that true leadership was about kindness and acceptance. After the storm, the city was rebuilt stronger than before. People worked together, no matter their size or where they came from. Lily became known as the princess who brought hope, and Alex as the human who taught them to believe in themselves. Their friendship inspired new laws that protected those who felt different, making the whole world a better place for all as life returned to normal. Lily and Alex knew there would still be challenges ahead, but together they felt ready for anything. They had changed each other's lives and the lives of many others, proving that even the smallest person could make a huge difference with a friend by their side. As time went on, Princess Lily and Alex became a familiar sight in the palace and gardens. They could be found walking side by side, talking softly or sitting together by the pond. Lily's laughter grew brighter, and her confidence shone in her eyes. Alex encouraged her every day, telling her how smart and brave she was. Lily started to believe it herself. The news of their friendship spread to other parts of the planet. Many aliens were surprised to hear that a human had traveled so far just to meet their princess. Some thought Alex must have a secret plan, while others believed he truly cared for Lily. In the market, shopkeepers told stories about the human who treated the tiny princess with respect. Children drew pictures of Lily and Alex together, showing them as heroes in their stories. But there were still those who did not accept Alex. Some nobles and advisors met in secret, worried about what would happen if the princess chose a human partner. They thought a union between a human and their princess would bring shame to the royal family. They whispered that Alex would never understand their customs or their ways. They feared change and wanted things to stay the same. One day, during a royal council meeting, the queen announced that Lily would help plan the next festival, something she had never been allowed to do before. The festival was important to their people, and the responsibility showed how much the royal family trusted her. Alex helped Lily with her ideas, listening to her and encouraging her to speak up. Lily suggested making the festival more welcoming to everyone, including those who felt different or left out, just like she once did. She wanted to create games for all sizes and build a small stage so even the smallest performers could join. At first, some advisors disagreed, but Lily spoke with calm determination. She explained that everyone deserved to feel special, even if they were not like everyone else. With Alex by her side, Lily spoke to the workers and artists preparing for the festival. She showed them how to build decorations and seats for those who were smaller. She visited the kitchens to make sure food would be served for all kinds of tastes, even for humans like Alex. The workers respected her, seeing how hard she tried and how much she cared. Alex's presence made them less afraid of humans, and some even asked him questions about Earth. As the festival day approached, excitement filled the palace. The city was covered in bright banners, and music played in the streets. For the first time in many years, Lily felt proud and hopeful. She wore a dress made just for her, decorated with tiny flowers from her garden. Alex helped her get ready, smiling and telling her she looked beautiful. When the festival began, Lily walked with her parents through the crowds. People cheered when they saw her, and children ran up to give her small bouquets. Alex followed, feeling happy for his friend. He saw how much she had changed and how the people slowly began to accept her for who she was. During the festival, Lily stood on the small stage and gave a speech. She spoke about kindness, acceptance, and believing in yourself, even when others do not. She thanked her parents for believing in her and thanked Alex for being her friend. The crowd listened quietly, many wiping tears from their eyes. When she finished, the applause was loud and long. After the speech, some of the nobles who once doubted Lily and Alex came to speak with them. One noble named Lyra, who had never talked to a human before, asked Alex what he liked most about their planet. Alex answered, I like how you have learned to accept someone different. I hope we can learn from each other. Lyra nodded, understanding that change could be good, but not everyone was happy. Veron, the advisor who doubted Alex from the beginning, watched from the shadows. He spoke with others who still wanted to stop Lily and Alex from being together. They began to plan a way to prove that Alex did not belong. They believed that if Alex failed in front of everyone, Lily would lose her confidence and stop speaking up. A few days after the festival, the king called for a special council meeting. He wanted to hear the voices of his people about Lily's growing friendship with Alex. The palace hall was full of nobles, advisors, and some workers from the festival. Everyone waited to see what would happen. Veron stood up and spoke loudly. Many of us are still not sure about a human being so close to our princess. If Alex wishes to stay and be accepted, he must prove himself worthy. Let him face the trials of understanding, just as any of our people would do to show they are part of our society. The king and queen looked at each other with worry. The trials of understanding were not easy. They tested strength, wisdom, and courage. But Alex did not hesitate. He stood up and said, "I am ready. I will do my best, not just for myself, but for Lily and for everyone who feels left out." Lily felt scared for Alex, but also proud. She told him, "You are already brave to me. No matter what happens, I believe in you." Alex smiled and squeezed her hand gently. The trials were set to begin in 3 days in the days before the trials. Lily helped Alex prepare. She taught him about the customs and rules of each test. Alex listened carefully, practicing with her in the garden. The servants watched and sometimes cheered, hoping Alex would succeed. When the day of the trials arrived, people from across the city gathered to watch. The first test was of strength. Alex had to lift objects heavier than any he had tried before. He struggled but used clever ideas to move them, using levers and teamwork with some workers who offered to help. The second test was of wisdom. Alex was given puzzles and riddles about the planet's history and customs. He thought carefully and asked questions, showing respect for their traditions. Many were surprised at how quickly he learned. The final test was of courage. Alex was asked to cross a narrow bridge over a deep pool of water, something that scared him. He remembered Lily's words and walked carefully, never looking down. At the end of the bridge, Lily waited, smiling proudly. When all the trials were finished, the judges discussed the results. The people waited, hoping for good news. Alex stood with Lily, holding her hand. No matter the result, they knew they had tried their best and shown everyone the power of acceptance and friendship. Alex stood quietly beside Princess Lily, feeling the eyes of the entire palace on him. He did not seem nervous. Instead, he kept smiling kindly at Lily, who looked up at him with wonder and hope. The king and queen welcomed Alex and invited him to join them in their private garden. It was the place Lily loved most, filled with small flowers and peaceful sounds. As they walked together, Alex slowed his pace to match Lily's tiny steps. She noticed this and felt thankful. No one else had ever done that for her before. Once inside the garden, the king explained the story of their daughter to Alex. He talked about Lily's gentle heart, her intelligence, and how she loved to care for every living thing in her garden. The queen added how Lily had always tried to make everyone happy, even though she felt alone. Alex listened closely to every word. He watched as Lily knelt down to touch the small blue flowers, whispering to them with a soft smile. He thought she looked like a fairy in the garden, light and gentle. After some time, the king and queen left Lily and Alex alone. Lily felt nervous at first, but Alex tried to make her comfortable. He asked her questions about her favorite flowers, her hobbies, and what she liked most about her world. She spoke quietly, sometimes pausing, but Alex always waited patiently for her answers. He did not interrupt or look away. With each answer, Lily felt her fear slip away, replaced by curiosity. She had never met anyone who wanted to listen to her before. Alex told Lily stories about Earth. He described his family, his love for stargazing, and how he always wanted to visit other worlds. Lily laughed softly when Alex tried to explain some strange things from his world, like pizza and pets called cats. Alex acted out a cat's movement, making Lily giggle for the first time in a long while. Alex was happy to see her smile. He realized she was not only kind, but also clever and funny. The days passed, and Alex and Lily spent more time together. They walked through the palace gardens, watched the stars at night, and sometimes just sat in silence, enjoying each other's company. Alex never rushed Lily or tried to change her. He accepted her just as she was. The servants in the palace noticed a change in Lily. She was no longer hiding in her room or garden. Instead, she smiled more often, walked taller, and even talked to others. Alex had brought a new light into her life. Still, not everyone in the palace was pleased. Some of the royal advisors whispered that a human could never be right for their princess. They thought Lily deserved someone of her own kind, someone who was strong and powerful. They believed Alex would leave as soon as he realized how different their world was. The whispers grew louder as the days passed, but Alex did not seem bothered by them. He continued to treat Lily with kindness and respect. One evening, during a royal dinner, Alex was invited to sit with the king and queen. Many important guests were there, all curious to see the human visitor. Some looked at Alex with doubt, while others simply ignored him. The food was strange to Alex, but he tried everything with a smile, making Lily laugh when he struggled to eat the slippery fruit. The guests asked Alex many questions about Earth and his reasons for coming. Alex answered honestly, saying he came because he wanted to meet Lily and see if he could make her happy. One of the royal advisors, a tall and serious alien named Viron, stood up and spoke to Alex. Why would a human choose to accept a princess that no one else wanted? Are you only here for the fame or rewards? Alex looked at Viron calmly and replied, I came because I read about Lily and saw someone who needed a friend. I know what it feels like to be alone and misunderstood. I am not here for rewards. I am here for Lily. Lily watched Alex, her heart beating quickly. No one had ever spoken for her like that before. The king and queen were pleased with Alex's answer, but some guests still doubted him. Lily decided she would not hide anymore. She wanted to show everyone that Alex was special to her dot later that night. Lily asked Alex if he wanted to see the city lights from the palace tower. Alex agreed, and together they climbed the many steps to the top. Lily moved slowly, but Alex never rushed her. When they reached the top, the city shined below them, full of colors and life. Lily told Alex about her dreams of exploring other worlds and meeting new friends. Alex promised that if she ever wanted to visit Earth, he would show her everything she wished to see. That night, Lily felt something change inside her. She was not afraid anymore. She knew Alex would not reject her. She felt strong and happy for the first time. Down below, some people still whispered, but Lily did not care. She knew she had found someone who truly saw her heart. The next morning, the king called Alex to a private meeting. The king asked Alex why he thought Lily deserved to be happy after so much rejection. Alex said, everyone deserves happiness, no matter what they look like. Lily is brave and kind. She deserves someone who will accept her and stand by her side. The king smiled, feeling hope for his daughter's future. He told Alex that winning Lily's trust was only the first step. There would be challenges ahead, as not everyone in the galaxy would understand or accept their bond. Alex agreed, saying he would not leave Lily, no matter what others said or did. As days turned to weeks, Alex and Lily's friendship grew deeper. They became best friends, sharing stories, dreams, and quiet moments. Alex's acceptance helped Lily believe in herself. She started to speak up more in meetings, sharing ideas about making life easier for others like her. People began to listen and respect her more. Alex also helped in the palace gardens, learning to care for the tiny flowers that Lily loved. Together, they planted new seeds and watched them grow, a symbol of their growing friendship. Slowly, others in the palace began to see Alex not just as a human visitor, but as someone who truly cared for their princess. Yet, even as things improved, not all were happy. Some nobles and advisors continued to plot, believing a human did not belong. Alex and Lily were aware of the dangers, but they promised each other to stay strong together. No matter what happened, they knew they had already changed each other's lives forever. Princess Lily was unlike anyone else on her planet. From the moment she was born, everyone could see that she was much smaller than the other children. While other babies grew quickly, Lily stayed tiny, never reaching the height or strength expected by her people. Her family was worried, knowing that Lily's small size would bring her a difficult life. As Lily grew older, her struggles increased. Every day she felt different from everyone around her. Even simple tasks were hard because everything around her was built for larger beings. Chairs were too high, tables too tall, and even clothes had to be specially made for her. The palace was full of whispers about Lily, though no one said anything directly to her. Still, she could feel their pitying looks, making her feel even lonelier. The hardest part was that no alien male showed interest in marrying her. On her planet, a royal princess was expected to find a partner by a certain age, securing the royal family's lineage and ensuring political alliances. But when the time came for Lily to find a partner, every male who met her quickly turned away. They all made excuses, saying she was too small, too fragile, and could never fulfill the role expected of a royal partner. Feeling rejected, Lily became quiet and withdrawn. She spent most of her days hidden in her private garden, where flowers grew small enough for her to handle comfortably. The garden was her safe place, a world scaled perfectly to her tiny size. She cared for the flowers gently, talking softly to them, sharing secrets she had never told anyone else. Despite her sadness, Lily had a kind heart and always hoped things would someday improve. Her parents, the king and queen, deeply loved Lily, but struggled to understand how to help her. Seeing their daughter unhappy broke their hearts. They decided to try something different. They would reach out to the other planets in the galaxy, hoping someone would see beyond Lily's physical size and understand her true worth. Messages were sent far and wide, describing the princess in the kindest way, hoping to attract interest and kindness from beyond their world. Weeks passed and no positive responses arrived. Most replies were polite rejections. Others outright ignored their plea. The king and queen began to lose hope, worrying more and more about Lily's future. Lily, too, heard about the failed attempt to find someone who would accept her. Though she felt deeply hurt, she tried to hide her sadness, not wanting her family to feel worse. Then, one evening, far away on the planet Earth, a young astronaut named Alex received the message. Alex was a simple man who always dreamed of exploring space and meeting beings from other worlds. But what caught his attention wasn't just the adventure. It was the story of a small princess, misunderstood and rejected simply because she was different. Alex felt a deep connection, understanding very well what it meant to feel alone and judged. Alex decided immediately that he would go to meet Princess Lily. He wanted to understand her world, hoping he could make a difference. He sent a message back, expressing his interest and willingness to meet the princess. The royal family was surprised but excited by the unexpected response. They quickly arranged for Alex's visit, hoping he would be the one to finally see Lily's true value. News spread quickly throughout the palace. Servants whispered excitedly, wondering about the human from Earth. No one had ever met a human, and curiosity filled the air. Even Lily felt curious, although she worried that Alex, like all the others before him, would quickly turn away once he saw her small stature. Finally, the day arrived when Alex landed on Lily's home planet. His spaceship was small compared to the large, impressive vessels used by the aliens. Yet, when Alex stepped out, he carried himself with confidence and kindness. He smiled warmly, greeting everyone respectfully, impressing even those who doubted a human could be suitable for their princess. Princess Lily watched from afar, feeling nervous and unsure. Her heart beat quickly, fear of another rejection weighing heavily on her. Her parents stood nearby, silently supportive yet equally anxious. The crowd parted as Alex walked slowly towards Lily, his expression calm and gentle. Stopping just before her, Alex knelt down so that he was at eye level with Lily, something no other visitor had ever done. Looking directly into her eyes, he offered a gentle smile and spoke softly. "Hello, Princess Lily. My name is Alex, and it's a true honor to meet you." For the first time, someone had spoken to her without judgment, without looking at her as something fragile or odd. Lily felt warmth spread through her heart. She hesitated, then smiled shyly back. Her voice was quiet but clear as she responded. "Hello, Alex. Welcome to my home." In that simple exchange, something changed. The entire palace watched quietly, understanding that this human was different from anyone they had met before. He had looked past Lily's size, seeing instead her heart and character. The king and queen exchanged hopeful glances. Perhaps this human was exactly who their daughter needed, someone who saw her not for what she appeared to be, but for who she truly was. As Lily and Alex began to talk more comfortably, the royal family allowed themselves a small, cautious hope. Maybe, after all the pain and rejection, Princess Lily had finally found someone who could truly accept and cherish her. Everyone held their breath, waiting to see what would happen next, daring to believe that Princess Lily's lonely days might finally be coming to an end.